Hey guys, welcome back to my vanity. So for today's Halloween look, I thought we'd go with something a little bit more simple compared to the last look we did in my last video. So today I thought we would do the Euphoria trend that was going around. So yeah, if you guys want to see which Euphoria makeup look we're going to be recreating, then just keep on watching.
Don't call me when your man around, only when your friend is down. I'm just trying to pull your panties down. Bitch, you know I ain't playing around. Don't call me when your man around, only when your friend is down. I'm just trying to pull your panties down. Bitch, you know I ain't playing around. Yeah, I ain't tryna be your main nigga. I can be your side nigga. Slide up in them thousand, then go look up in the sky with you. A different connection, I'm just trying to multiply with you. Top off of my coupe, I'm just trying to go and ride with you. I ain't playing no games with you. Tell me what you want.
Okay, so for today's look, we're going to be doing a look that was worn by Alexa, who is known as Maddy on Euphoria, and this is the look that we're going to be recreating. It's very natural, besides the diamonds obviously, but as far as the makeup goes, it's a very natural look. So to start off, we're going to go in with the brows, and we're just going to use the brow gel by Billion Dollar Brows, and I'm just going to brush this through my brows. Her brows look super natural, so we're not really going to do much to them but this. Just combing them nicely. And I am going to go in and conceal them just because my eyebrows need to be done. They look a mess right now. So to do that, I'm just going to go in with the NARS in the shade Macadamia. This is a soft matte complete concealer. It's the one in the little paint pot. And this one isn't really a highlighting shade. It's close to my skin tone, so that's why we're just going to go ahead and use it instead of using a light concealer, because like I said, this is more of a natural look and her face doesn't look very highlighted. And I'm using this Bretman Rock brush from Wet n Wild. It's just a flat brush. See how it's like the same color as my skin tone? So now that we have it all laid out, I'm gonna go in with this LaRousse brush. This is the LR22 Kabuki, or 222 Kabuki, 3 2s, and it's just like a domed fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna go in and stamp this in. This will just help blend it in, since this is kind of a more thicker consistency compared to like a basic liquid concealer. Now moving on to the face, her skin looks pretty matte. So we're going to go into the Professionals by Benefit. And we're just going to put this on the T-zone, where we normally apply primer. So now moving into foundation, since it's a more natural look, we're going to go in with a foundation that has SPF in it, and it's more kind of like a BB cream instead of a full coverage foundation. Now even though this is supposed to be like a BB cream, I will say that this is definitely full coverage. Like, you can make this full coverage if you want to. That's why I really like it. That's why I even still have it. But for today's look, we're going to use it a little more for the natural side. So we're going to go in with the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen by Maybelline. And I think for this, we're actually going to go in with a brush, so that way it's not so full coverage. And we're going to stamp it because I put a little too much. And just swirl it in. This does have a really strong sunscreen fragrance. Just something for you guys to note. I like to let you guys know if stuff is fragrance, because I know some people don't like that. It personally does not bother me. So this is what it's looking like with one layer. Just a little bit. I'm gonna have to add probably more on my forehead, just because my forehead is, everyone's forehead is naturally darker than the rest of your face, since it's the first place that the sun beams on. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more on the brush and put some more on the forehead. This is a Jaclyn X Morphe brush, by the way, or a Morphe X Jaclyn brush. This is a JH03. It's just a buffy brush. You can use whatever kind of buffing brush to do this. I might actually go in with a little bit of this foundation with that same Bretman Rock brush that we used earlier to carve out the top of the brows, just so the bottom doesn't look so carved out and then the top doesn't. This is what the base is looking like. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking the natural brows. I've never just tried to carve out my brows before without filling them in, and they really don't look bad. So I would say if you feel like you need to spot conceal because you have a breakout, I would go in with the NARS paint pot and just use the LaRousse brush and just spot conceal underneath the foundation that we applied. Also, before I forget to mention, in the foundation, I am in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Now for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Textured Shadows palette, the Rose Gold edition. This is the first one that came out. I know she ended up tweaking it a bit and coming out with this palette again, but it was a little bit different. This is the first one. I'm going to be going in with the shades Shy and Flamingo, just a little bit of the Flamingo because I feel like Shy might be a little bit too dark. And I'm just using this BH flat brush to apply it. And she doesn't have very much shadow in her crease, so I'm just kind of packing it on the lid. I must say the shade is looking a lot different than it looks in the pan. So now I'm just going in with a fluffy brush because I feel like her pink looks a little bit more soft and subtle, and this is looking deep. So I'm just spreading it out. I'm putting a little bit in the crease, but very little. So we're also gonna take that color. I ended up just going in with the shade Shy, and it was perfectly fine. So now I'm just gonna take that same BH brush and take the shade Shy, which was the more mauve pink, and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line, and then use the, this is an e.l.f. brush. This is the eye crease brush. It's just a little dome brush, and I'm just using this with nothing on it to smoke the lower lash line out a bit. I need just a tad bit more, so I'm gonna put a little more. So now for the little shadow wing that she has going on, we're gonna go in with the shade Bossy. It's like a maroon shade, and I'm gonna go in with that same BH brush, and I'm just mainly focusing it on the tip of the brush, and then I'm just gonna slowly outline a wing. So these are the eyes so far. Now for the face, she does have the tiniest amount of bronzer on her cheeks, so I'm just gonna go in with my butter bronzer and ever so lightly contour. I'm probably just gonna go in with that one dip, and she just kind of has a little bit of bronze on her cheeks. It's like super natural. This is probably gonna be one of the most natural looks on my channel because, you know, I personally like full glam. I did just dip it again. Sorry, force of habit. So I think that's all we're gonna do for that. And then for gloss, she looks like she just has a clear gloss. So I'm going to go in with the gloss by Jeffree Star. For a more affordable option, you could go in with the e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Clear. This is good as well, but I'm going to go in with this one for today and just put it on the lips. So for lashes today, we're going to go in with the Kiss lashes. These are in the style, I have no idea, but this is what they look like. And, you know, I like a big lash, but again, this is a more natural look. You could go in with some setting powder if you want. Her face does look a little bit matte, but I think we'll just leave it. And she also has mascara on her bottom lashes, which I don't typically do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. And I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. It has a little curve to it. And I'm just wiggling this upwards into my lashes. This is what the eyes are looking like. I think I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. I'm going to go in with the KVD. This is Trooper Black. And this is the Go Big or Go Home mascara. I'm just going to add a tiny bit. And then go back in with the Mega Length from Wet n Wild to make sure that there's no clumps. So I noticed she has the tiniest bit amount of blush, and I don't wear blush, so I really don't own any. The only one that I have is in this Anastasia cream contour kit. I'm just gonna go in with my finger and get a little bit and pounce it in. Hopefully I'm not gonna ruin this right now. And then I'm gonna take a stipple brush. Hopefully I don't get this orange on me. Yeah, I think that's good. So now for the diamonds. I'm gonna be a diamond short because I don't have enough. So I'm probably not gonna do the diamond that's on top of the brow. These diamonds came with like a nail kit that I got for Christmas one year. You can use any just small diamonds. You can probably find some on Amazon. And then I'm getting my duo glue and putting it on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take my tweezers for my lashes and use them to make the dots where I want to place them. And I'm going to take these small little tweezers. These are just some Broadway ones I got from Dollar General. And I'm going to use them to pick up the diamonds. Use the back to tap it in. So for some reason, as I was trying to save this video to get ready to upload, this clip would not save. So basically I just said that I was going to go off camera and do my hair and change and then come back for the outro. So this is the finished Maddy from Euphoria look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.